Hello, people, beautiful people. I have an amazing surprise for you guys today, especially for my girl listeners and watchers. I feel like I always forget about my listeners. Say hello to them for me. They'll catch your voice. Just say hello.
Ladies, and more ladies. It's Mr. Sexy Nigerian Butterscotch here in the building, baby. Yes.
It's Rotimi. Get Rotimi around, baby. Listen, this is super exciting for me, and I keep turning my head, and I keep wanting to say, Dre, why would you do that shit? I can't believe Mr. Rotimi's in the building. I talked to you in the DM first.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know, I followed you for a while. I followed you. I follow Wifey. I love watching y'all raise the baby. It's so beautiful, black love. I'm like, look at this man here, because everything was so amazing.
Thank you.
How does it feel being a family man now? Because your baby's what, 1?
Yeah.
How does it feel being a father, family man?
It feels, I've learned so much about myself, like in this last year, because I realized like fatherhood teaches you your weaknesses. So you really like see how much patience you really have, how kind you really are, how wise you actually are. So it exposes how soft you can actually be. You know what I mean? So it exposes you in a way that's like, oh, I gotta get better at this. I gotta get better at this. But it's like, I fell in love with like providing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a very, very dope thing to just see him grow, and now he's walking and his own personality. He's bow-legged like me, so it's a vibe.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I feel like in this industry, sometimes it changes even how you look at what you do, you know what I mean? Or you might even be more careful about what you say or how you affect other kids or whatever. Your whole realm changes because what you used to look for, shopping, hanging out, whatever, is totally different.
Yeah, and again, like, this world now with social media and everything, you're a walking target. You know what I mean? So you on your P's and Q's even more, and just the things that I thought were important to me before don't even really matter anymore. Just making sure he's straight, making sure she's straight. I come last. I just go, I get the bread. I don't even get to spend my own money. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like everybody else, enjoys it. So it's like, just provide and do what I gotta do.
Okay, how many do you want all together?
2.
Just one more?
One more.
You want a baby girl?
Give me a girl. I'm sniffing.
Oh no, really?
Listen, man. Listen.
They're expensive.
Hey, we have the money, baby. I want to enjoy. I want to have them. Boom, boom. 18 years done with parenting in the house.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want too many people in the house. I'm good.
For sure. So wifey wants 2 too, I guess.
Yeah. She wants 1 more, and we smooth.
How long y'all been together?
We've been together. We met 2019. Like quick. It's been fast, man. We met 2019.
That's when In My Bed came out.
Yeah.
I fucking love In My Bed.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. I know that's my song. Me and my Smush loves that. Ooh. And he don't even like, or my son is 7.
Hey.
He's not big on he act like a little white boy a little bit. He's a gamer.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He likes Roblox.
Okay.
But he likes In My Bed.
Then I did my job.
You did.
Yes.
You make feel good music. So that's around the time you met wifey.
So I met her 2019 Essence Fest. Okay. And it was so funny, man. Like, I'm gonna be honest. So I came down with somebody else. Wow. That weekend. I had like a little weekend thing. Come on now. Y'all been flued out.
Listen.
Y'all been flued out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bust out, whatever.
Yeah, let's do the same
bus.
thing.
Okay. Maybe Uber, whatever. I'm working on it.
Okay, we'll get there. So so I had a little thing, and then she actually was feeling sick.
Okay.
So she was like, y'all meet you at the next party. You only gonna go to this Spotify party for 15 minutes, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just stop in. I'm not trying to do much. I'm just getting out. And so we went in, and I didn't even want to be there, but politics of the game, so went in, and she was just sitting, chilling on the pool table, and we just got introduced. It wasn't no like, oh, wow, what? It was just conversation. Okay. So I ended up speaking for like 2-3 hours. So I'm like, oh, shoot, I gotta go. Yeah. I gotta go. Luckily, Shorty had fell asleep. So it was, but that wasn't something serious. That was like a fun weekend thing. But it was more like, she was like, can I see you? My fiance was like, can I see you the next day? And I was like, let me handle this first. I don't want to put you in a situation where everything was smooth.
Wow. Where is she from?
So she's from Tanzania.
Right.
Yeah, she's Tanzania. Like a lot of people are starting to find out like she was like the Rihanna of East Africa.
Okay, that's what I saw when I followed her. I'm like, this girl's a big deal. You hit the, because you know when you following people, sometimes they tag people there, whatever. I hit one button, boy, I was in Africa. She is huge over there.
Yeah. She's like literally like their legend, you know, and so seeing how she, you know, has experienced life at a different level too, like it's the cheat code I got, you know, like to get a woman's perspective or to get the industry's perspective, you know. So it's like that's my rider and that's my business partner, that's everything, you know what I mean? So it's just one of them situations.
So y'all connected because you love of music, of course, but also you are of Nigerian.
Yes. So
your family or your parents are directly from Nigeria.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm first generation Nigerian.
Right.
So my parents came when they were in their 20s and they were both homeless.
Wow.
So they were both homeless, and so they hustle. My mom has 11 brothers and sisters.
Oh, wow.
So she hustled enough to bring all of them here.
Okay.
You know, my dad also, you know, did his thing. So they both, just taught me hard work and no excuses. And if you're going to do something, be excellent. You know,
that's great news.
Yeah. Oh, you're Nigerian.
We did our Ancestry.com.
Oh.
My African.
Okay.
Nigerian.
Hey, that's the booty.
My brother.
Hey.
My brother.
Hallelujah.
There are light-skinned Nigerians.
Hallelujah.
Brother.
It's two of us.
We're here.
It's just us.
Well, I wish y'all would came get us. You know, wish y'all just came over and get us. No, on the serious, on the for real.
Yeah.
Me as a Black American, I've always felt like that sometimes it's just like a weird vibe with us. For us to be so connected, not just Nigerians, but just Africans in general.
Yeah.
I always felt like I had befriended, I got friends with a couple of friends from Tanzania.
Yeah.
And when one of my friends explained to me, it was like, she calls me Dada, she speaks Swahili sometimes.
Yeah,
and she would say, that means sister. She would say, Dada, you just, you know, sometimes y'all seem so lazy and like I'm almost kind of ratchet. I just feel like it's a bit more conservative there.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the first things. And then the second thing, I don't know, is just this weird vibe. I don't know if we really feel like y'all should have came to got us or what. But have you ever noticed that? You being a second generation, you ever noticed? Yeah, that disconnect between us.
Yeah, I think the disconnect could be the upbringing. Like I feel like a lot of Africans grew up with both parents when they were here. You know what I mean? It's not generalize it, but like majority of Africans, you know, mostly have their mom and dad. So I feel like a lot of African Americans have grown up in broken homes. So it's fend for self, it's I'm gonna do it, it's I'ma survive, it's all this that you have to do to survive. But here, most of the time, it's like just hard work and strict and, you know, don't fuck around. Like, so it's a different type of understanding of it, but like we both want the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why you see like someone who has an upbringing with both parents, good neighborhood, blah, 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 and taught this, is very similar to the background of an African that was born here with African parents, you know, most of the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we're not different. It's just circumstances are different. Yeah.
And I also think that with like as far as the women, when you are a woman and you grow up without your father in your household, you have a different respect or lack of respect for men.
Absolutely.
So it's like when you do grow up with a man in a household that's providing for everybody and you got that certain respect for him, you do carry men differently and people do look at you funny when you kind of disrespectful towards men.
Exactly.
So I feel like it's so crazy because we really are the same, but I think it's so funny. I really think the internet connects us. I know I felt like I learned so much about, and this might be stupid, they might eat me up in the comments, but I learned so much about African households with social media because it would be all these jokes about how like your parent being strict and you not being able to say certain things, and it was like, damn, like I didn't really realize how it was until that. And then besides me having African friends, because for me, what I notice about, especially like Nigeria, certain areas, it's a big Muslim. I'm Muslim by faith.
Okay.
So it's a lot of Muslim. First of all, it seems like over there you're gonna believe in God strongly either way, whether
whatever,
you're Muslim
Christian,
or Christian.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just meeting other Muslims from there and just seeing so many different things. I need to get back to the motherland.
You do.
And now for sure I have to go to Nigeria because Nigerian brother is my African. I'm so excited.
How much percent are you?
everybody keep trying to get into numbers.
Yeah,
that's the way. It's a little pushy.
It's
you know
pushy.
What I mean?
Okay.
I don't remember exactly.
It was okay.
I do remember it's $300 or something, so I need to go back to that file. I don't want to repay, right?
Yeah.
But our African is Nigerian. Yeah. We were super excited.
Hey, listen. So it's like in the high 40s.
I was 38ish, whatever. But I'm claiming it.
Okay, hey.
And I'm
welcome.
Open to it. I'm all black. That's what it don't call me white girl. I ain't coming from. Really, over here you light skin, you white girl. I don't know if it's like that. You know?
Absolutely. Yo, I grew up
pretty yellow.
Yeah, man. Look, they call me white man back home.
They call you white man.
They call me white man when I was growing up. So my mom is from the village.
Okay.
My dad is from the city.
Okay.
So when I was in the village, I was always the most light. I was the American, and I was light, and I had light eyes. You know what I mean? So
wait a minute. Can we talk about that? I didn't know the brother eyes was like that. You're gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
You gorgeous. All right. Let's be respectful of Beyonce. Okay, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Thank you. So I was always the light one, and nobody was rocking with me because it was like, look at Oibo, look at this white Akata boy. It was like, don't rock with him.
Really?
Yeah, until I had to earn like, okay, I ain't that. Right. You know, and I had to show that I was different. But yeah, for a while it was like, nah, you not from here, you know, and so that showed me like, okay, I have to really just, how do I earn their respect? And so that's what I always instilled and kept with my life.
How often did you visit? How often did you visit?
I always went back every summer.
That's a blessing.
Yeah.
Some people don't even know anything about where their parents are from. Really, as far as Billy being on the land, feet on land.
Yeah.
Every summer you went back?
Every summer till I was about 17.
That's huge.
Yeah, for like 2 weeks. So I was blessed, man, because I was able to, I got a quick story about that. Like being in the village, it showed me like really what hard work was and like, and being diligent, right? So like, I remember I was like 12 and you had to hold, if you wanted water, you had to walk 3 miles to the well. There's one well in the village.
3?
You have to walk 3 miles.
Thirsty.
Fuck. Then get the water, hold the water.
Hold it.
And then hold it to walk back.
Another 3, that's 6.
That's 6 miles to drink water.
Okay.
Then you got to wait to cleanse the water.
So you can't even take a
sip of the water that you holding.
All right.
So the lessons in that was, then you like, let me teamwork. So I got 4 people that go, you hold it for this long, I'll take it, you hold it. So teamwork, I learned diligence. I learned, if you want something, really go get it. So like a lot of things that I feel like a lot of our people here need to experience just to simplify life. Like go back and you'll understand what hard work is, what really, really like how fortunate we actually are. You know what I mean?
I think that's one of the shittier parts about slavery, just about just not having that history.
Yeah.
And you figure not being documented and knowing where you're from. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Even when they tell stories of when they release slaves, right? So slavery's over. Slavery, you're free to go, but you were never allowed to learn how to read or write. You don't know where you are. You don't know where have you been sold to. If your generations are not on that plantation, one of the first laws that they kind of like made a big deal was the loitering thing. No loitering. And where would you, if you don't know where to go, that's what you'll do. You'll loiter.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's just like with Black American history it's just such a fucking horrible one.
It is.
And I think that's one of the biggest parts because we don't know where we're from.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
We had a discussion yesterday about it, and Phelps was saying just like it's not like I'm from Zimbabwe. You know what I mean? We're Nigerian. We just don't have that.
Yeah.
Because Phelps said he's not African American. Is Phelps here? He's not African American at all.
Is he African American?
Well, no, he's not. He said he's a Black American. His culture's here.
No, he's African American.
And his religion is hip hop. That's what Phelps said. He should be here to defend himself.
That's my guy. That's hard.
So where are y'all? So where did your parents land? Where are you from?
So I'm from Jersey.
Right.
I'm a Jersey boy, born
North
and raised.
or South?
North Jersey.
Oh, you from the good people, Jersey.
Yeah.
Y'all got a couple dollars.
Yeah, we got a couple dollars. Oh, yeah, we got a couple dollars, but we lived around. I'm like right next door to Newark, Irvington, Easton. I'm surrounded by all of them. You know what I mean? So so that's why people are like, yo, how did you learn Dre? Like, I grew up with 17 Dre's.
Yeah,
you know
if you close to Newark and shit, you've been around some Dre's.
I've been around a lot of Dre's, you know what I mean? So like my school was really a mixed high school, but we had a lot of real official people that was really living that life. Bloods, Crips, Haitian Posse, MS-13, like it was a melting pot of that too. So for me, it was dope just to understand different cultures, different perspectives. I was an athlete, I was a ball player. So like I saw we we stayed out the way, but we were respected by everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was a cool perspective.
Yeah, that's definitely a safe bet.
Yeah.
With because I'm from Philadelphia originally.
Okay.
So New Jersey's the tri-state.
Yeah.
But we have that. We don't have that in common. In Philadelphia, there's no gangbangers. Like,
really?
So New York does that. New Jersey does that. Philadelphia doesn't do that.
So what y'all do? Blocks?
Like streets. There's a lot of Muslims in the city.
Got it.
And the original Muslims in Philadelphia, it was something called the Black Mafia, and they were like the mob almost. So with us, it's kind of like that vibe a little bit, but there's definitely not like any like Latins might gangbang or Asians might gangbang, but not the black people.
Not the blacks.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I found that out about Jersey like later in life. I dated a blood with one eye.
Yeah, he Pyru.
Yeah. Okay, shout out to the blood. Yeah. No, so you played ball in high school. So what did you want to do in high school? Like, did you know you wanted to do this?
So, man, I've been singing since I was 4 years old.
I have you.
And so I was my life.
Because you were in choir.
Yeah.
So was I.
Yeah. You can sing, listen.
Tenor. I don't want to take your shot.
So I was singing when I was 4. I was a Nigerian wedding singer.
Okay.
When I was 4, from 4 to 7, my mom had me singing at all the weddings in Philly, Connecticut, and Jersey.
Are you serious?
Dead ass.
So what's your number one song at the wedding?
It was Kenny Lattimore.
This is hilarious.
For you by Kenny Lattimore.
For you, I will.
Yeah.
Your little ass in a suit.
Yeah.
Is it white? Is the suit white?
Yes, it was.
How the fuck did I know you're Nigerian mother in a white suit? And made you sing Kenny Lattimore. I love her. You making money toward the Saints, and this boy will bring home money today.
Literally, Rotimi, keep singing, singing. So, so that was when I was a kid in high school. I was in a group with Jay-Z's nephews.
Were you?
Yeah. So in high school, I always still was doing music. I won the Apollo Theater twice.
Damn.
Yeah. And when I was 15, I won the Apollo Theater twice. Then my senior year, Jay-Z's nephews formed a group called NBH. So we were performing in Hov's living room, like for 3 months, singing our songs. So we'll go home, write our records, and he'll be like, let me see what you got. And for like 3 months, every Saturday, we would go and perform in front of Hov.
This is crazy.
Yeah, so it would be like, all right, your voice is powerful, but the lyrics is horrible. Okay, this song is great, but your delivery's bad. All right, so he's teaching us how to perform. He's teaching us how to write records. Right. So that was 17. So I'll do that and then rush to basketball practice. Right. You know what I mean? So it was good. I always knew I wanted music. I never knew acting. Acting we'll get there if you want to, but like acting was just me being broke. Trying to figure this shit out.
Well, at the time at 17, because see, I already know you think positively because you're looking at that in a positive because not saying your group members, but some of those 17-year-olds were like turned to cocaine and got upset because it's Jay-Z. He already got it rolling. All he got to do is say yes and it's on.
Absolutely.
So when he does say no, for you to look at that like, well, this is what I learned in the middle of that no, that's a lot. But back then, was it a hard blow to know?
Nah, like it was, I mean, the first time because I had been practicing and I got ready for it. And then he was like, "Now that whole thing is whack."
Damn.
And it was like, damn, I suck. Oh my God, fuck. Yeah. So then I was like, but what, why is it bad? Everybody was like, oh, okay. I was the first one like, yo, why is it bad?
Why? Right.
Like, why? Like, what did I do?
Right.
And he was like, nah, you should do this. And once I had done that, I think there was a mutual respect. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, he didn't take it, a certain way. He wants to get better genuinely. So it was a learning experience, man, and like remember that vividly, man. Like that changed my life. I'm like, oh, I can actually do this. Like the greatest of all time is saying I'm nice.
Right.
Oh yeah, I gotta keep making music.
So was your first break music or was the acting?
So my first break was acting.
Okay.
So I've always been an artist, but my break obviously was so. It depends on what you mean. Like the first time I got some bread or like famous.
I would say the first time where it was like, okay, for sure I'm gonna make this work because I just got a real job in this.
Got it. Acting.
Right.
Okay. So I had just graduated college and I was a struggling artist, didn't have money, but we were making I went to Northwestern in Chicago.
Okay.
So we were making a lot of noise in Chicago. But we had no bread, so my manager was like, yo, why don't you just go get a commercial or something because you're very natural in front of a camera. Mm-hmm. I was like, all right, let's try it. No agents wanted to take me because I had no acting resume.
Right.
So the only one that took me was this little boutique agency because her son went to my college. That's the only reason. She looked out. So she was like, I don't know, can you do this? I said, I'll try. She was like, well, there's an audition for this TV show coming in 2 days. Can you study lines? I was like, I didn't know what to do. I studied lines, went in, and it was for a Kelsey Grammer show called Boss.
Is this where you play a drug dealer?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So I go in, have no idea. The director's there, and naturally I just kill. And I booked the show.
Wow.
So now I'm making real money, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Right. Because that wasn't even on the plan.
That wasn't, I was trying to just get $2,500, 6,000 maybe for a Gap commercial, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And now you're getting 6 figures for something that you don't even know what to do. It was the most terrifying time. Oh my God. Because you sign and you're like, everybody's happy, but you're like, yeah, but shit, who's gonna teach me how to do this shit?
Right.
You know?
So you had to kind of go back to those niggas you came up with that you did see living that type of life to pull from, I would guess. Absolutely.
So like I was studying, I'd watch movies to study. And then I'll go back home and still in touch with people. I'll just be like, yo, so what would you do in this situation, bro?
Right.
And you're like, nigga, I'll do that. They don't even know why I'm asking. Like, what you trying to get in? Nah, I just want to know what you. So I started asking questions. So I was like, okay, cool. All right, bet. And so I did that for 2 seasons, and the show got canceled. So that was my experience, learn how to act. But in that time, I had met Jamie Foxx.
Oh.
So Jamie Foxx had then taken me under his wing.
Okay.
And then taught me how do you balance both music and acting? Because I was still trying to get the music still going.
Jamie has a beautiful voice.
Oh, he's incredible, man. He's the most talented human. You know what I mean? So he took me under his wing for years, man, and I learned so much from him, and that's why we're here now.
Yeah. So I feel like when did you have the break with music though? Was it a while after?
Okay, so with music. So I was this is season 2 of Power, and 50 is now like, if you remember, 50 and Kane, Dre and Kanan was like this in Power season 2.
We might got to reverse.
Okay,
I didn't know the break with music. Okay, let's go back.
Okay,
so Power comes before the break in music.
Power comes because 50 signs me.
Okay,
yeah,
okay, 50 signed you, and then he gets you on.
And
Power.
Then he gets So musically, 50 and I were just talking and working as actors.
Okay.
He then finds out that I can sing. Okay. So he hears a record that I cut right before I signed on to Power.
Okay.
He was like, you got any music? I played it for him. He was like, yo, I want to get on this record right now, and I'm giving you a deal.
And that record is?
It's called Lotto.
Okay.
Yeah, so Lotto was the first record. It was the #1 added song on radio at the time. It was going crazy, and then G-Unit just broke up. Like, I was signed to G-Unit for the first 2 years of my career.
Okay.
And he just let go of everybody.
Whoa.
So it was just me and my team trying to figure it out, so it didn't do as well as it did.
Okay.
So then that was the first one. He gave me my deal, and then I had a record called Want More with Cranium that started doing well. Then I said, you know what? I need to do this on my own. Like, 50 got a lot going on. The show's at an all-time high. I need to make a hit record and push it on my own right now.
Right.
And that was 2018 Love Rhythm, when it was I don't say too much, baby, yeah.
You really singing that shit.
Oh yeah, come on now.
Okay,
I do this.
People use the buttons.
Oh no, it's real. It's all God given now.
Yeah.
So that, and then 6 months later, In My Bed.
Yeah, In My Bed. But that's the huge one, right?
That's a huge one.
That's a great song, though. You make really feel good music.
Thank you.
And that's not very common today.
Yeah.
Because I'm an 80s baby. I grew up in the 90s. That music kind of made you feel good. I think we lack that now, but that's what's special about you. You got the kind of music that you could feel inside. Because they know I'm not an R&B girl. I don't put on R&B, but I do put on some Rotimi. Some Rotimi Chase. You got the feel good music.
Thank you, yeah.
All right. We need to get into Power because we have to.
Let's get it.
All right.
Let's get it.
So when you audition for Power,
you
audition automatically for Dre, or do they place you with Dre?
So, quick story. So when I was filming, when I did that first show, Boss, the creator of Power was watching that show while she was creating Power.
Wow.
So she was watching like, yo, I love this kid. Who's this? And she's creating the show and never forgot me.
Right.
So then I go, and then and at that time, again, the illest thing my dad did was he made me save my money and put all my money up that I made from the first show.
Okay.
So I had a little money to work with to make the next dream happen.
Right.
So I was running out of the money, and then they say, yo, can you come audition for Power? I'm like, what's that? They were like, nah, it's 50 Cent show. Like, 50 got a show? At this point, nobody knew what Power was. It was season 1 had gone, but nobody really watched it when it was on TV.
Okay.
Everybody kind of caught up later, right?
All right.
So it was like, all right, I'll do it. I'll do it. Let's do it. So I go in, and it's between me and Lakeith Stanfield.
Okay.
Yeah, and I ended up getting it.
That's some good competition.
Oh, he's beast.
That's how you know you did your thing.
Oh yeah, he's a monster. He's a monster, you know. But he picked up Atlanta right after that.
Oh, okay. That's
so it was, God makes no mistakes.
Everything works out.
Absolutely. So I go kill it, and then she tells me like, "Yo, I've been watching you for 2-3 years, and I knew it was gonna happen this way."
That's what's up.
So I got Dre, and then funny story, yo, like again, you don't know who's watching.
Mm-hmm.
We was just talking about that, Dre. We don't know who's watching, but at the same time, my character was supposed to die during season 3.
Damn.
It was just that I was just doing so well. They were like, "Oh, we got."
I thought they was gonna knock you off way before.
See,
But that's what I loved about Dre, and I just had that debate back home some weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, Dre was like a chameleon type of nigga.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he could turn that shit on and off. Because the person I was debating with was like, "Oh well, no, he's a bitch or he's a gangster or something." I'm like, he's not any of that shit.
Yeah.
That nigga turns that shit on and off exactly and survived. And that's why he went out like he did, because he had to be closed in like that. Because you wasn't catching that nigga without that.
It's too slippery.
If it wasn't a locked room and being set on fire butt ass naked, it wouldn't have happened.
Absolutely.
How was it though playing such a hated fucking person? Because a lot of people hated Dre, that character.
You know, at first it was hard.
Yeah.
Because you hearing like from women, you're like, "Oh my God, you so cute, but I hate you. You should die though." Like, God. Yeah. That's how you feel?
Yeah.
You know?
Dre was rough.
It was rough at first, right? And then niggas, but the funny thing is, every time a dude came up, it was like, "Yo, bro, I love you so much." It was never, ever, like, on God who knows, I've never heard, "Man, fuck you." Never.
Oh, really?
It's always been admiration. It's always. And that was the weirdest thing. Cause I thought, like, damn, like, I was like, "Yo, bro, like, you killing that motherfucker." It was bothering me that people were calling me Dre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like, damn,
you kind of look like a Dre. That's the only thing.
See, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Dre looks like a Dre. You know what I mean? It's just like just a cool name. You know what I mean? It's a cool thing, you know, and it's always like a longer name with it, Andre or whatever. It's a chop off. It's just like a cool boy. What's up, Dre? What's up, nigga?
Yeah, cool.
I'm sure people still say it though. They still say what's up, Dre.
So now, because music has started to take off, it's now like a lot more. If I could put it in percentage, like 70% Rotimi, 30%
That's
Dre.
what's up.
You know what I mean? But at first, nobody knew anything else. So it was Dre, what up, nigga? Dre, oh, Dre with his cute ass. It was Dre. And it was like, man, that's not my fucking name. You know what I mean? Yeah. But then I had to switch my mindset, like, oh, that's a compliment. Like, you are bodying this.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and
we think this is you.
We think
this nigga's real.
Yes. And
I'm looking for your burn marks. Like, you good. You made it. I thought you were dead.
I'm here.
It's amazing.
Nah, but like, you know, I think and Tyrese actually put that in perspective for me. He was like, bro, stop running away from that. Like, embrace it, because it's going to bring you to where you want to go for real. Right. Just embrace it. That's love. They love you, bro. I was like, but they keep calling me this nigga, man. Yeah, what up? They don't know your name, bro. Right. They don't know your name yet. Right. You know, so work till they know your name. And that was the illest thing he told me. Like, work till they know your name. Mm-hmm. So that was where I was like, oh shit, I really got to do the work. Yeah. And so that's why it pushed me.
Like I said, I'm a rap girl, and I grew up with rap. Like, G-Unit was a real big deal to me. I mean, I came from the time where you wore them clothes and niggas ain't laughing at you. Like, that was lit.
Yeah, facts.
That you had a G-Unit outfit on. So, like, how was it working with 50 Cent? I'm a big 50 Cent fan. Like, I'm a little scared of the nigga. Yeah. But I'm a big fan of his. And he is very much so now these days. Yeah. Because he said whatever the fuck he wants. So he's real controversial. And I think it's a lot just being on his side. You know what I mean? So how was that?
50 always just taught me how to be a businessman. Like, first and foremost, he was like, listen, bro, all this shit cute, all this shit fun, all these joints, nigga, get your money right. This is how you do it. Real estate, make great records. This is where you put your money to retire.
You're giving out real game.
Yeah, real game. He
love you then.
Yeah, love me to death, man.
Love you, man.
And you know the thing about it, like 50 don't really let artists go.
Right.
So for me to be like, yo, can I do my own thing? You know, he hasn't done that for anybody else.
Wow.
So for me, it was like, oh wow, he genuinely respects me, and so. But he taught me everything. He took me overseas. We performed at O2 Arena. You know, like. Madison Square Garden, like, so it was a lot of things that he did for me just as a businessman, an artist, and how to handle all of this shit.
So you know a different side of 50 Cent, because I don't think people look at 50 Cent like somebody that necessarily gives people opportunity or teaches people things.
Nah, he'll give you his shirt off his back, yo.
Can you give me that nigga? Show my stuff. I think he would laugh. You know what I mean? I DM nigga all the time. He don't open it.
Hey, let me tell you, right?
Does he like to laugh?
Yeah, he's funny as hell. So let me tell you, right? So we were shooting the video for my first video with me and him, the song Lotto, and at that time I had no money. Mm-hmm. So I had a fake chain on, and he looked at me, he said, oh, hell nah. He took off this big Cuban, like probably worth maybe 175,000, 100. Mm-hmm. He said, here, put it on. I said, all right, cool. After the video, I was like, all right, thank you, bro. He was like, no, it's yours.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got this shit, they ain't give me nothing. Not even a keychain.
Yeah.
That's how I ain't there yet. I'm telling you, I told the nigga, I said, look, I need a breakbeat chain. I don't got no breakbeat chain, but you know it's a big black breakbeat sitting right here every time I say something. Where my breakbeat chain at? That's crazy. Get 50 on the line, Phelps. Fuck.
Yeah.
No, I think that's what's up. Because you know a whole different side of him. And then you know grown ass 50. You know what I mean? Like I know 50 knock a nigga's head in the head.
Absolutely.
And stab, you know. You know what I mean? The gangster shit. But no, I definitely think, I don't even know if they give 50 the credit that he deserved, really, because I don't think people could do what he did with that show.
Absolutely.
And people love the show. And the spinoffs, the Raising King, and you know what I mean? So I definitely think it's something cool. Listen, I wanted to also talk to you about the Falcons song.
Oh, let's do that.
All right. So how was that? How's that?
So the story? You want the story?
The whole story.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I had a show in Atlanta, and I was performing, and somebody from the Falcons watched the show and reached out to my team and was like, yo, we love Rotimi. Can he make the anthem for the Falcons this season? But like also do like the promo stuff, like let's go. If you're in the stadium, you'll see the let's go and all that stuff, right? The hype stuff. So like, hell yeah, that's hard. I live out here. My son born here. I got cribs out here. I've been out here for 4 years. Yeah, let's do it.
Right.
And so we did it, shot the video at the stadium in the locker room, and we thought it was a win. We thought it was going crazy, which it was. And then we put it out, and we're like, damn, they should have got somebody from Atlanta to do it and this. And it's like, I understand that. I mean, if I completely, truly understand like that. But then it just took a life of its own, and it was like, all right, cool. All right, this is interesting, you know. So it was like, usually you would think someone showing love to your city would just be accepted, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, of course I'm not from here. Most of these niggas not from here.
Listen,
like most of the rappers you think is not from here.
My first time in Atlanta, I didn't meet one person from Atlanta. Every nigga I met was either from New York or they were from Alabama.
Absolutely.
I didn't meet any real. And when I talked to real, they said the guy that owns the studio, we always talk about that. It's not, there's a big, huge influx of people that come here. This Black Hollywood. People come here to make it.
Absolutely.
So
I just didn't understand it. But I had to, again, I always look at the other side. Like, what you just said is the main point. Like, if you actually from Atlanta, you must feel so crazy because everybody here is not from here. So you want that like recognition, like, hold up, I'm really from here though.
Right.
So I completely understood it. It was just funny how the thing just caught wildfire. Oh, of course.
They're gonna talk shit regardless though.
Yeah, like, listen, if Drake did it, they'd be like, you got this nigga from Toronto doing it. A
Canadian doing it. That's exactly what it said.
It would have been the same.
And if the nigga that did it from Atlanta, they would have said, you should have got somebody from the South Side. Yeah.
This nigga
I played football and I got 3 mixtapes. You should have got me. You know Jerome Volume 1, 2, and 3. Y'all should have picked me.
Exactly.
They're gonna talk shit regardless. But you got a good attitude about shit.
Oh yeah, man. Listen, like, that just made me reach a demographic that still probably only knew me as Dre.
What? They going to search up the song and they know who you are.
Exactly.
God damn it, they hear the next song and they stuck.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, Dre, we do something on the show. I'm so glad that I just said, well, Dre. That's not because Dre from Power. That's from Dre from here. Okay.
That's dope.
Well, Rotimi, we do a side on this segment on the show called The Dark Side of the DM.
Yeah.
Right. Where we share the worst DM we got or a bad DM and it's great. I might have mistakenly told you something because a lot of my DMs are like, can you suck my dick? Can you fry me some chicken?
Really?
Yeah, so I get good DMs. I'm a sex symbol too.
Hey, you are though.
I'm BBW. They like me. They like me.
Shit,
you know what I mean?
I see you.
So can you share one of your DMs with us?
Shoot, man. I try to stay out of them
because they're dark.
Oh my God,
that's the whole thing.
I can't put myself in that.
It's crazy.
Why would I do that to myself?
Listen, do you get a lot of even with having a relationship and all that? Do you get a lot of girls coming at you all the time?
I think I think it's more now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like because you look like they be like, damn, like. What is he doing to keep this woman so happy? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
She do look happy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like her cheeks hurt.
Come on, hey,
you do a lot of stuff.
You know.
She do.
Yeah.
No,
there's a couple reasons.
I feel like with that, like especially because y'all gonna have a big wedding.
Yeah.
It's gonna get even worse when you wear the wedding band. You know, Dre's married. He's a married young black man.
Yes, sir, smart man.
Yeah, and they jump on you like, you know.
What? It's you realize like men and women are very similar. Mm-hmm. Like how a man would be like, yo, can we just be friends though? Like, I know you got a situation. Can we just be friends?
Yeah.
Women are just like, listen, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, listen, I'm cool with this. If you want to do this, we could do this. It's no shame.
Right.
Like now they don't got to play the game. Now it's not like, oh, he could date me. It's like, I know we can't go any further.
Right.
So let's just keep it what it could be.
Right.
And so you get the blunt now.
Yeah.
Before you get the flirting and he could
now it's just like, look, I also get dick once a week.
Absolutely.
She ain't got to know.
Absolutely.
You know.
And that's that's the reality of the time now.
That's why you stay out them DMs.
What? Yeah.
They get crazy.
They get wild.
You ever have a bitch ask you what your Cash App is?
I have had, yes.
What?
Yes,
I drop mine. I get my Cash App.
How much you get?
Listen, I ain't trying to tell my business, but I get a couple dollars. I might get a couple dollars for lunch, breakfast.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
as long as they hit me, say, look, get us to Phelps. That's for you, that's for Phelps.
Hey, I love it. I love it. Yeah, man. I stay like, yo, it's like, I remember one time I was on the road on tour. I was like, let me just go through my shit, man. And it was like, oh, I can never do that again.
It's wild, yo. People don't know. They don't know the kind of shit that happens.
Oh my God. It's like, listen, me and my girl just wish we could just do this. Like, you could just do that. Bop, bop, bop.
You ever had a couple come at you?
Yeah.
I get a lot of couple requests. But the thing about it is, you probably get 2 lesbians fresh out of college, small ways. Yeah. I get 2 60-year-olds, 55. No
they got bread though.
It's Debbie and Daryl. We want to fly you out here to Arizona.
Did you go?
We both want a time with you.
Did you go?
Know what I mean? Fuck no. God damn it. Hell no. These motherfuckers look great. I'm talking about they look like my parents. I'm like so shocked that motherfucker, but I have such like a wild persona. A lot of people think that, and I'm way calmer than what it appears to be. Yeah, what goes viral, I don't go viral saying I haven't dated in a year. I go viral saying I suck dick like this. So that's what they think. You know what I mean? But until you haven't lived to a 52-year-old woman come at you, what? I'm talking 52, one titty, Manny Fresh, lesbian. I'm trying to take you under my wing, young girl. You ain't got to worry about them children. Bring them children with you. I got the kids too. Got a ranch home. I got bunk beds up here. Come on down here. The kids can play with my grandchildren. I want you to lay with me and the master.
I remember when I was 19, I had one like 40.
Did you?
Oh, I was a beast. I thank God thank you for saving my life, my love. You say I don't know where I'd be without you. For real, I was a monster.
You were wild back then?
Yeah, I was wild.
And then you've been famous for a long time.
Yeah. So you see everything. You see. You do the celeb thing. Okay, I don't really rock with that.
Yeah.
You deal with like, okay, a bad dentist. Ooh, that's a vibe. But then it's too much work. You don't understand my life.
Right.
So it's like you find somebody that gets your shit, fly and creates their own schedule. I was like,
Right.
But yeah, when I was younger, man, it was.
Because with you and your wifey, y'all both have that. It's men coming at her all the time. So it's like y'all both kind of know how to deal with that with each other.
Yeah.
And almost you think like who else could deal with all that? You know what I mean? Y'all both attractive. Y'all both famous. Y'all both has some big successes. Yeah. So y'all both know how to deal with it on it. You know, because you got to be confident to know she go over there, you know, to do shows for 2 weeks or whatever. You know that's your lady. Yeah. She know you heard. Y'all don't have to worry about that.
Absolutely. It takes confidence. But also for me, like I caught her in a good space because she just really wants to be a businesswoman and a mom.
Okay, so she's kind of done with entertainment.
Oh, she's like, I don't want this demonic space no more.
Wow, because it is rough.
It's horrible.
I don't know how it is there, but here it's rough.
It's horrible everywhere. Okay. You know what I mean? The industry is horrible. Like, the industry is demonic. You just got to just know how to navigate bad spirits. You know, that's how you do it.
How demonic do you think it is? You believe in the Illuminati?
I believe in demons.
Well, Illuminati, the Illuminati, they reached out to me.
Really?
They did, and I told them.
What'd you say?
I gave him my baby father. They didn't take this motherfucker, and I ain't get shit. I was totally with it. Like, fuck it, I got one person for you. Fuck it, I ain't gonna take him. Didn't work. I don't know if it's real. And plus, I feel like if the Illuminati's real, why you niggas got an Instagram? Why would y'all just pop up in my room?
Oh, they hit you on Instagram?
They hit me on the gram.
Is it the one with like the 500 followers?
How you know them? You know them, so they reached out to you too. The fact that it's an Illuminati page and they have 500 followers is the craziest part of the story. Because somebody actually said, you know what, let me keep up with these motherfuckers. Right. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
I never thought of that. Wow. Somebody's like,
500, not somebody, 500 somebody said, you know crazy. What, I'm fucking with this. I like this shit. Like, it's all Illuminati posts. The bio's funny. Like, this is really us.
Yeah. With the blue symbol. Yep.
It's for real. Well, look, we do another segment of this podcast, right? Because we let the people call in. We got our number right up.
Okay.
And y'all call in. We need new callers. I feel like some of y'all are calling over and over and over. And we give them a chance. And they, did you send me the voicemail? Okay. And we give them an opportunity to ask for advice, or they could just vent or whatever. But we get the craziest voicemails, and these people actually want advice from me. Can you believe it? That's how you know it's already a amount of like, because they're not asking their therapist. They're asking me. All right, so this one I'm gonna let you answer it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey Mona, so I love you. I watch your show every week, just as everybody else. But what I need help with is basically, I'm starting a singing career, and girl, I'm going to send you something on Instagram so that you could hear it too, so that you could give me your real opinion, because, you know, we need real people. But anyway, besides that, I'm starting to sing a career, and I have a little boy that I guess I'm talking to or whatever. And basically, he feels as though I should be on his track, I should be on his music, I should be doing stuff for him. And the other day, we had a really big argument about the fact that I personally feel like my music needs more attention than his, because I just started mine, and he's been doing his for a couple weeks now, and everybody and their mama don't like that shit. So I'm not saying that I don't want to do his music. I'm just saying that I need to focus on mine. We had a really big argument about it. He called me egotistical. Now, girl, I know probably what you about to say to me, but I'm going to still take some advice just in case it's a little different. So let me know what I should do, what I shouldn't do. And yeah.
I'm hoping this nigga was rapping for longer than a couple weeks. I'm hoping she misspoke and was saying a couple years. Like, I'm thinking that maybe she just misspoke. Because if he's been doing music for a couple weeks, like, girl, get away from me.
Yeah, y'all in the same boat.
Yeah. You got some advice for her?
I think, honestly, to keep the peace, y'all get like a good get sessions for a week, right? Y'all book out the studio for each other for a week, with each other for a week, and knock out 4 songs with him and knock out 3-4 songs of your own. You can do both at the same time.
Okay.
You can just, if you're creative, you can make music and be on his song and do your thing.
That's perfect.
I mean? So it's not really a problem. You just gotta work a little harder if you want to do both.
So what he said was, you are egotistical, Shaquita, and that's a fucking shame. You wouldn't help that man on his new mixtape. He only been rapping for 3 days. The least you could do was hum on his song, girl. Okay. Yeah. Mr. Rotimi and his fiance, they got tracks together.
Come on now.
And they're amazing. That's why they shit working. Y'all ain't selling no records. The least you could do is get in the studio with that man. Eating your butt. That's crazy. Well, I appreciate you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And let me get
you.
to know you and
Thank
some
you.
of your characters.
Thank
What are you manifesting for yourself? Because that's how I got here. That's how I got this whole career. This wasn't a plan. I wasn't in high school doing nothing but skipping class. Okay. I went viral and turned this thing to a career, and it's working for a bitch. And I manifested my whole career. I kid you not.
Amen.
So what energy are you putting out? What are you putting out? What do you want to come back to for the end of the year, for next year? What are you manifesting besides your baby girl?
Hey, so listen, for me, I just say the prayer, the simplest prayer, man. Just like, God, just make the impossible possible, whatever that means. Because I feel like as humans, we put a limit because of our own small thinking. So I'm like, dang, I want to make 5 million next year, Lord. I can see this. It's like, nah, just make it. He might laugh like 5. I was gonna give you 30.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? So I stopped asking for specific things. I just say, just make the impossible possible, and just fill my life with just joy and abundance.
That is amazing. That's good. I really appreciate it. That's a good answer. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And stop by and swing by.
Yeah.
Drop the next single. Make sure y'all check my boy out. Everything he got going on, and I'll see y'all next week. You welcome, bitches, because this boy look good on this couch.